welcome back to the Creepy Wife Chronicles. If you're new here, my name is Ashley and I'm the Creepy Wife, and please subscribe. Yeah. And if you're returning, thanks for coming back. I appreciate you. Appreciate everyone. So today is Freaky Friday. Freaky Friday. Yeah. And if you follow me on Instagram, and my Instagram name is at the Creepy Wife Chronicles, you would have seen the 2 questions I asked as a poll. I'll put up the results today. And basically it was asking about quarantine and sex. Like, are you having more sex during quarantine or are you not? And as women or men, whoever's watching, doesn't matter. Appreciate you all. Is your sex drive high or is it low? Did it go up or down? And the results were interesting. It was almost an even break, but there was a lot more people who were just, it seemed like there was a lot of frustration that the sex wasn't just like, honey, popping. We are at home. We are here. Let's get it in. And I wonder why that is. So for me, let's share. Our sex life is pretty consistent. I will say that. And it hasn't gone up or down, but I mean, like, we have kids. So with kids, it's always this weird gray area of sex. Like, you have to have sex when the kids are asleep or when they're not there, or if they're there, when they're not listening or they're occupied. And sex drive wise, for me, it's up and down because it's like, oh, okay, let's get busy. I'm ready. Up, right? And then when it's down, it's because either you done pissed me off or there's too much going on or I'm tired because I didn't get enough sleep. And men, I want you to listen to me clearly. And I don't know if this is a woman thing too. So, hey, maybe your partner is a woman. But either way, you need to listen. Sex at 3 a.m. is irritating. Don't wake me up for butt. Who authorized this? I don't want to be woken up for a nut. Does that make sense? I mean, yeah. During, I'm like, okay, it's great. But like, you woke me up at 3 a.m. when I was in that good sleep. And it's never the day when you're like, I'm halfway asleep. I'm listening for the kids. I'm listening. My mind's racing. No, it's that, REM sleep. It's getting good. Yes, Lord. And then boop, 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 boop. Pokey, pokey, wakey, wakey. Rude. Let a sister sleep. Okay? How about this? Let me wake you up. Okay? Don't wake me up. The hell? Obviously, I get frustrated by that. And I got some homegirls who they get frustrated too. Like, let me sleep. I've had a busy day. I don't want you to wake me up at 3 a.m. because you're feeling randy. And why is there a softball in the bathtub? Whatever, keep it moving. Kids. But yeah, so 3 a.m., not a time to wake a sister up. But I feel like for me, our sex drives are pretty equal, with mine being slightly higher because I'm a freak. I'm a freak. I don't know if that's normal for most relationships where the woman has a higher sex drive than the man. And it's not necessarily higher. It's just probably more aggressive. Like, when I'm ready, give it to me. It's mine. Give it to me. I'm also an only child, so that's probably a part of why the whole it's mine vibe is there. But when I'm not in the mood, don't touch me, don't look at me. This is a burden. I don't want to be bothered. And I feel like that's being exacerbated by quarantine because it's like, you're always fucking here. Like, always. You and these kids, all of y'all are always here. That separation makes sex way better. I've come to realize that. Like, when my husband is gone for a whole day and then he comes back and does some sexy shit, like workout. Concentrating on what you're supposed to be concentrating on. Don't y'all know that? Sexy. Yeah, so when he works out, I'm like, he can get it. Hey. But if you're here all day and I've asked you to clean the counter 15 million times, and for some reason your socks don't make it into the laundry, but they make it into the hallway in front of the laundry room door, I'm not really feeling like giving up the butt. What? No butt. So that's how it is for me. And I've been talking to some homegirls and some homeboys, and I feel like everyone is kind of on an even keel about it. Quarantine at the beginning, everybody, it was popping off, honey, because it was like, we're home, we got time, let's do it. And, you know, we damn near a year into this thing. It's just irritating at some points. Like, bro, you're always here. You're always under me. You're always touching me. Just stop. I don't want you to touch me. I just want you to go away so that I can miss you and want to freak you. Okay? I want to freak you. Everyone loves Jodeci, and if you don't, look it up. Freaking you. You want it. But it's so complicated. And as a woman, I feel like we're already like corralled into this idea that the man has to dictate our sex drive. And that's 100% stupid. Stupid. Men don't dictate women's sex drive. Or if you're in a same-sex relationship, women don't dictate sex drives. Nobody in a relationship can dictate the other person's sex drive. Your sex drive is yours alone. That's why it is called yours. Yeah, fun fact. You control you. Don't let nobody say you different. So I've come to realize that in this quarantine, more men are realizing like, man, okay, all of that shit I be talking about my woman is not necessarily true because she do want it. It's just I'm fucking inconvenient at 3 a.m. Knock that shit off. I don't know. So there are so many aspects of sex during quarantine that's confusing. Like for me, it's navigating with the kids. Of course, the kids are always here. Like my son is in distance learning right now. So if we wanted a little daytime quickie, is that going to happen? Maybe. Does it have to be stealthy and like we are whole ass ninja assassins trying to overthrow a government? Yes, it is. Because we're trying to overthrow the idea that babies come out of mommy's bellies by magic. But it's very, very awkward navigating sex during quarantine. And not awkward in the sense that me and my husband are suddenly like, we don't know what to do with each other. Like, oh, what do I do with my hands and my mouth? And no, it's not awkward like that. It's awkward in the sense of we have all this time together. So when do we have time together? And with that, I have a question of whether or not, do people schedule sex? I've heard of it. I don't know anyone personally who schedules sex, but I just couldn't imagine being like, okay, it's 2:00 on Tuesday. Show me your dick. No, that's crazy. And it's weird. I feel like that makes it too much of a business transaction. And I'm not trying to, like, if I want to feel like a huh for my man, I want to be a huh by my lonesome. Okay? I don't want to be a huh because we're scheduling this and now I'm feeling like this is some type of transaction and you could have picked me up on the curb. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be real East 14th. I'm from the Bay Area, East 14th. If you know, you know. It's weird to schedule sex. And like I said, I read about it somewhere. Like, you know how you see those things and it pops up and they're like, oh, do you schedule sex? This is how you should do it. La da 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 da. I honestly, like, I mean, if you do it, cool. By all means, do you, boo-boo. But I think that shit is weird. Like, sex should be organic in the moment. Just anytime, any place, Janet Jackson style. You know what I'm saying? Scheduling it takes out the spontaneity, the romance, the intimacy. It just makes it so clinical. And that's not fun. Sex should always be fun. Always be fun. Okay? It's okay to giggle during sex. It's not just moans and groans and grunts and pumps. It can be fun. You can laugh. I mean, I do. Or me and my husband do. But like funny shit happens sometimes. Like if you get stuck. And I'm flexible because my job is a stretch coach and a yoga teacher. So I'm flexible. So sometimes legs get stuck in strange ass places. And I'm like, wait, can't breathe. And then it's a funny moment, right? But All of that comes out of the organic nature of how it started, from the foreplay to the final play. You know what I'm saying? Orgasm. Orgasm. I think that's my thing now. I just like going like this with orgasms. It just seems right. So if you're having a good time with sex, I think that's all that really matters. And of course, the orgasm. The orgasm. I don't think it should be clinical and scheduled, but if it works for you, by all means, like I said, do it. I just feel like quarantine is exacerbating every aspect of sex, from foreplay to finale. It's harder. And, well, I hope it's harder. By harder, I mean, there's more thought that has to go into it now because we're all at home together. And I do understand people like sex drives going up, sex drives going down, having a lot of sex, having a little bit of sex. It's just navigating throughout the world we live in and your actual household. So it's an individualized experience. But at the same time, it's almost communal in the sense of we are all beings who are sexual. And all of us are trying to figure out how to put that sex drive in a spot that fits properly. So is sex, morning sex works for you, afternoon, midday sex, night sex, 3 a.m. sex, that's irritating, whatever. But it's all just a game of navigation. I don't know. What do you guys think? Leave it in the comments below. Like, for you, if you voted on my poll or not, has your sex drive gone up? Has it gone down? Are you and your partner having more sex, or are you guys having less sex? And like I said, people did the poll on Instagram, and they also sent me messages commenting on like, yeah, I'm just so frustrated by it and things like that. And I get it. I would be frustrated by it too if I wanted to have more sex and just wasn't, based on circumstances. And everyone's circumstances are different. I can understand that if you're having an issue in your relationship and you guys just aren't smashing, hey, work on your relationship and then add sex. However, if it's just like, oh, the baby's interrupting, oh, the kitchen caught on fire, oh, we had to be on a Zoom meeting, it's hard for us all. And you can figure it out. You can make it happen, Captain. You can do it. I have faith in everybody's sexual prowess. Everyone, get your inner on, okay? You can do it. We all can do it. It's just stranger than usual because we're figuring out life on lockdown. I don't know. I really don't. I hope for those that aren't really enjoying sex during quarantine or sex during this time in life, somehow it picks up and you start enjoying it. You start having as much as you want. You start having it when, where, how, and why you want. And it just makes you feel good. Because at the end of the day, I really feel like that's what sex is about. Yes, it's about the intimacy between two people, but it's also that connection with yourself. And that might sound crazy, like kind of masturbating. Hey, who knows you better than you? So I'm all for masturbation too. Fun fact. We'll talk about that later though. And what I mean by connection with yourself is you have to want to be in the moment and have to want to get that feeling and those endorphins that you get when you have an orgasm. You should never feel like sex is an obligation or a burden or like anything you just don't want to do. It should always be something pleasurable and desirable. And you should feel sexy, happy, fun, light. All of that should come with sex. And yes, I know I said sex was a burden earlier, but it's only a burden at 3 a.m. when I'm sleepy. Everything's a burden at 3 a.m. when I'm sleepy. Okay? The window being open at 3 a.m. is a burden. The heater being on and I got to get up and turn it off. Even though I can turn it off from my phone. All of that is a burden at 3 a.m. However, it shouldn't be a burden in the sense of like, you have the time, the place, and everything just meshes so well that you can have this sexual experience and you don't want to. So yes, prioritize you feeling good about you within your own sex life and your sexuality and your pleasure. And then your partner will enjoy it more. Because if you don't feel sexy, you're not going to act sexy. You're not going to be in that moment. You're not going to give off sexy vibes, and it may or may not deter your partner. And who wants that? We all want to be happy. We all want to feel good. We all want to get ours. Everybody wants to get the O. We all do. So I hope for everyone's sakes that your sex lives are amazing, or they improve, or hell, if you're having too much, that it decreases, honey. Because I know sometimes it's just like, okay, look, she needs a break. All right? Back up off her. Don't touch her. Don't even look at her. Don't even think about her. Just give her a time out. Time out. Okay? I just need a moment. Well, I have to go. It's time for me to go to work. I got to stretch some folks out. Stretch it, stretch it. But please like, comment, subscribe, and share, because what? Sharing is caring. And I really hope to see you next video, see your comments on my Instagram, interact with you guys, because I truly do love that, because vibing with other people is so invigorating. I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I do, and I will see you next video. Stay beautiful, stay freaky. Mwah.